All right, welcome to this week's episode of Old Gold. Today we've got a bit of a special treat for you. We've got Richard and Enrique that are on the ground at Pilar Gold at the mine. Richard, you know, from a couple of weeks ago, we had Richard and Jeremy on telling kind of the background of Pilar and the whole story of how they've been involved with it for quite a long time. It's a great story. And Enrique has also been on in previous episodes, if you remember. So they are now in Brazil at Pilar, and what we wanted to do is give you guys a lot more of a sort of an in-depth look at what's going on at Pilar and the progress. We've got a lot of new equipment there. We got a lot of new staff. So Richard and Enrique today are going to kind of walk us through on the ground a little bit about what's happening. We're going to chat a little bit with some of the new managers there, and we're going to maybe talk about some of the equipment. So here we go. Take it away, guys.
Thanks, Eric. Great to be back again, and hopefully you'll see you get a much better view here now of Pilar Mine itself. So we're actually stood here at the moment by the SAG mill, which is the main grinding mill, capable of 4,500 tons a day. I'll try and give you a shot here. Uh, Hopefully you can see that. It's very sunny here, so I can't see my screen. But yeah, it's capable of grinding 4,500 tons per day, which is absolutely great. And it's been fully refurbished, so it's ready to go. You know, just literally ready to turn on. So I'm here now. I'm actually here with Enrique's stood about 3 or 4 meters away from me, but I'm actually here with our new process engineer Yuri. Oh. And with Julimar. Julimar's stuck with us through thick and thin, through all the problems we've had, etc. And Julimar's been a real backbone here, so it's gone a long way for all of us.
Great. It's good to have loyal employees.
Yes, it is. So these days you don't get many loyal employees, but the ones we have here, extremely pleased with, extremely pleased indeed. They've done a fantastic job. They kept the place on care and maintenance through the thick and thin, and I don't think we can ask for any more than that, Eric.
Yeah, and now it's time to shine.
Exactly. So I'm going to pass you over quickly to Enrique, and I'll turn the camera around and let everyone have a quick look of what it's like here up on the plants.
How are you doing? Are
Well,
you enjoying your time in Brazil?
yeah, I always do. I always do. I've got to say it's a precious day today, and the beautiful plant. I think Richard is showing around just right at the moment. But I've got to say it's Eric. It is in a very good shape. It's ready to produce. Here you can see, well, our beautiful landscape there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and there's the plant. And Richard talking to the engineers right now. Eric, just to let our viewers know about how a mine works. You would basically have the installations, mainly the mine itself, or the mine themselves. In the case of Pilar, we have 4 mines, 3 underground and one open pit project to be developed very, very shortly. And you have the processing plant, right? And this is where we are at 4,500 tons per day capacity with a potential expansion to 10,000, if I'm not mistaken.
I wanted to say maybe some of the viewers don't really know. You mentioned that the three properties that are there, and it's a very, very large mine with three properties. So go ahead and tell us about that again.
Yeah, so the PGDM, Pilar de Goiás Desenvolvimento Mineral, it has 3 underground mines that they all have produced in the past, being the Pilar mine, Maria Lázaro mine, and Cayamá. But the beauty here is that there is one big open pit project just next to the plant where I am at. I think maybe I could even show you from here, but I think it's going to be a little bit complicated. This is called Trés Buracas. And this is the one that is going to grant us the capacity of processing all of the ore 24/7, right? So this is what is going to make Pilar in a constant production rate, and what is going to make us, well, achieve what we are targeting: this medium-term production of 40,000 ounces per year, and a longer-term one with all of the 4 mines involved of 70,000 ounces per year. I think I will pass it on to Richard. It's his cell phone. I don't want to to steal it from him.
Yeah, no problem. What I'd like to say here is it's great. You know, obviously we've got the investor visit sometime in June. Obviously, we'll be prepared for everyone who wants to come, and it's an open invitation. So, as you can see in the distance here, I'll probably see in the distance. Unfortunately, I got a technical issue with my cell phone as well. That's the small town of Pilar de Goiás, and unlike many other mines, here there is no dirt. There are no dirt roads. It's asphalt right to the gate of the mine. So it's it's a huge plus. Excellent roads. The government have kept it up very, very well. We've just come to the end of the rainy season now, so I would say probably another 7 days, and there'll be no more rain, which is a great plus for us. Our reporting structures are all in order now. We've actually got tailings engineers on site. We've got ventilation engineers on site and geotechnical engineers on site, all consultants to update our licensing. And I'd say within 45 days, but let's say 45 days to complete the documentation, another 15 days to present to the government, the National Mine Agency, and we're ready to go.
That's fantastic. You'd be in production in no time, huh?
Let's hope so. The faster the better for all of us, especially at the gold price it is at the present time. You know, where everyone complains about the gold price dropping off, etc. It's not a problem. If you can't, so like I said in the last video, if you can't operate at this price, then give up. It's a huge jump. People saying, "Oh, it's dropped from 5,500 down to 4,600, 4,700. $1,000, great. It'll come back. Let's get this geopolitics out of the way. Get the Iran out of the way. We're not in a remote location, which is even better for us. So we don't have the exhaustive, excessive transportation costs. We've got Guyana 300 kilometers away from us. Brasilia is about the same distance. So we're very, very well situated.
It looks like everything's really kind of lined up. We got all the ducks in a row. The new equipment has arrived. Is that right, or is it on the way?
No, the new equipment hasn't arrived yet. I was actually speaking to JCX actually in China last night. And that's about 2 weeks. That should be ready for shipping. So that's the two LHDs. And then we've had Resumin here on site, which is a huge plus. I mean, they've come and they've had a look and everything, and the machines have been defined, the deposits have been paid, and that's going to be around about 4 months for the remainder of those machines to come. They've got to come from Peru. Remember, Resumin is probably one of the world leaders in mining equipment now, to the fact that it's now become Sotrec Resumin. Sotrec, as you may know or may not know, they are Caterpillar here in Brazil. So if Caterpillar has an interest in Resumin, they're advancing extremely fast.
Okay, guys, we are back in a different part of the mine. Richard is going to introduce us to somebody, another one of his loyal employees. It seems that he's got a whole crew of loyal employees that have been with him since day one. So I'm going to let him introduce Juliana, and then we'll go ahead and let her speak.
Sure. I'm going to introduce you to Juliana Cotrin. She is our mine manager here. She's been here for a long time, since 2012, when the mine was initiated by Yamana. So she knows just about everything that goes on. She was our former mine planner here, but she's been promoted to mine manager. And I'm actually going to ask Yuri here to translate, because I know you're all tired of my voice. So let's introduce you to Juliana. This is Juliana.
Então, meu nome é Juliana, eu trabalhei na Pilar desde meados de 2012, né? Sempre na área de serviços técnicos, operação de mina, né? Então, tem todo um histórico das operações aqui, desde o início da implantação.
There we go. Now Yuri's going to translate.
So this is Juliana. As you already know, she's been here since middle 2012, I believe. Here regarding the mining operations and support.
Okay.
Right? Mais alguma coisa?
Acho que é isso. Pilar é uma mina, né, diferenciada em relação às outras minas subterrâneas do Brasil, pois tem uma metodologia de lavra muito particular.
Yes, she's saying that the Pilar mine is a little bit different from the other underground mines that we have around the world.
aonde nós conseguimos operacionalizar perfuração longa em veios estreitos e com baixa inclinação.
Well, I don't know if I will be able to translate this technically, but we are specialized in to do long drillings, I believe.
Long holes.
Log holes.
Okay.
So it's a shallow dipping mine here. 20 to 25 degrees rather than a vertical mine. So Juliana's got her hands full. Plenty of work going on here. That's all I can say at the moment. There's plenty of work going on. We've got a small team on site now, about 38 people on the care and maintenance. We've got, as I said earlier, we've got consultants here at the moment for geotechnical and ventilation. So Juliana's overseeing that at the moment. I'll have to walk around a little bit just to show you what it's like here because I can't turn the camera around. These iPhones, they're good when they work. That's all I can say. So anyway, we've got some machines over here working. It's quite a big site, so it's going to be very difficult to do it. Here's the electrical workshop. Doing a lot of work there at the moment. All the electric motors have been repaired. Everything is ready to go. We've got machines here that you can see a little bit of rust on them. That's only a little bit of paint that's needed, but everything is up and running. We're repairing the machines as we go. You can see here, this is one of our workshops. And I'm walking down. It's a little bit hot here today. It's about 37 degrees at the moment. So it is. And the deodorant I don't think is working that well. So I've got to be... So here we are. Some of the machines that are in for repair at the moment. So we have a jumbo here. That's nearing completion. We're just waiting on a few more parts to come from Sandvik. It's the underground bus, which takes the employees underground, excavator, and then we've got these all various stores from various suppliers because we're in a fortunate position, even though we've been in the judicial, we are in the judicial recovery process. A lot of the suppliers are still helping us. They understand difficulties that we've been through, and they're putting some consignment stock in for us, which is absolutely great. Yeah, and there's you can probably see here there's a canteen in the back here. So I'm looking. So I'm hoping you can see. There's a guy coming out of the canteen. Little daily talk center for DDS, and this is the mine operational office here up the top. And as we said previously, these are the new pickups that we just purchased. So they're all ours. They're not hired. We're trying to purchase everything at the moment rather than hire. And then we've got assets as well. So there's a lot going on here. Most of the guys are underground at the moment doing remedial work. But we're pushing along very, very fast. And we've had the notice yesterday that the tailings dam documentation, as we previously spoke about, that'll be completed on the 1st of June. I would say we're looking probably 14 days thereafter. And the tailings dam will be released for use. Moving along very well, actually. It's moving on a little bit faster than I anticipated. That's a credit. Yeah, it's a credit to Israel and his team, Israel Oliveira, the mine manager, the general manager, and Dr. Carlos. It's a real credit to them. We got a lot of work to do still, but it's going on well. And all we ask for is a little bit of money. We get a little bit of money in. The more money we can get in, the faster we can operate.
That's usually the way it works.
It's always like that. It's always like
So
that.
yeah, for the viewers that are maybe not aware, I think most of you guys are aware, but we do have an open round right now for Pilar where you can get in and invest in the pre-IPO shares. So that's why we want to kind of highlight what's going on there and the progress that they have, and the fact that we've got what's the new equipment worth? We've dumped a lot of money on the new equipment, haven't we, Richard?
We have undumped now. We spent, invested. Dumped's a bad word. So
Invested, yes,
yeah,
yes.
invested. Yeah, we've invested in some jumbos, some rock bolts. They're coming from Peru through Resumin. It's actually Sotrek Resumin. So Star Trek are Caterpillar. We know they're good machines. They're actually fast becoming some of the world leaders now because of the price compared to some of their competitors. But yeah, and then we've got two LHDs, which I went personally over to China to see. So yeah, they'll be let go in about 2 weeks, ready for shipping. So things are progressing extremely fast. I don't think there's any other word for it, but the speed that they're working at is phenomenal. Chinese are fantastic people, I've got to say, and they've really got a good industry. It's not the China of 10 years ago.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit in our previous episode, weren't we?
Exactly. But things are progressing faster and much better than I anticipated. Obviously, you always get hiccups. It's a restart of a mine. There's always hiccups. The mines are pumped dry now. The eastern and western side of Pilar are pumped dry. Now we're just coming into the dry season now. So then we'll start pumping our other mines out. But let's walk. Let's not run before we can walk. Let's do things correctly. Things were done in the past. It hasn't been like that, but now it is. We've got a completely new management team in. Albeit we have some extremely reliable past employees here, and I take my hat off to them. They're great people. And the other one is we got a big notice coming up, a big notice, and I know your viewers will love it. So that'll probably be in the next 7 to 10 days, and let's keep everyone guessing because there's some very very big change coming, and everyone will love it.
Well, that's good to hear. I think for a lot of our viewers and a lot of the investors, I think they understand a bit more about Pilar than maybe some of the viewers who are contemplating investing. But one of the things that I think people don't realize is how large that property actually is.
No, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal. Our neighbouring property here, 70 kilometres away, was Anglo Ashanti. It's now Aura Minerals. They're going about 1,000 metres, 1,300 metres in depth there. We're on the same Greenstone belt, and we're only down to 300 metres. So the potential's here, mate. It really is. There's a long way to go. It's open at depth and in strike. So, and then obviously we've got the what I believe will become a world class open pit, Trés Buracas, as well as the other two mines that we've already talked about, Maria Lazara and Kayama. So yeah, it's great potential. And we need to move forward as fast as possible. And the only thing that can take us forward is money. We've got a very, very tight control on money here. Extremely tight. Probably tighter than the Bank of England.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pass you back to Enrique here quickly.
So
Back with Enrique. How's it going, amigo?
it's going very, very fine. I was just talking to Juliana and Yuri. I think they will be in a better position than myself in order to talk about the strategy, the mines, the particularities of every single mine, and how we are envisaging the development of Pilar Gold for the next 4 to 5 months. So I would think I will just pass it to Juliana and our beautiful translator, Yuri. Will provide the exact technical terms that everybody is listening to.
Então, aqui em Mina Pilar, nós estamos já, né, no processo de finalização de bombeamento.
So here in the Pilar mine, we are finishing the pumping process for draining out the water of the mine.
Em paralelo, nós estamos trabalhando com a revitalização da frota, né, de equipamentos.
And then in parallel, we are renewing the vehicles that we have around the mine, mainly doing the maintenance that they require.
Onde o foco principal neste momento é a volta, né, das operações da Mina Pilar.
And the main focus is to get the Pilar mine producing again.
E na sequência, né, nós temos outras operações onde nós temos também reservas consideráveis.
And in the sequence, we have other operations that we have considerable reserves.
Que serão, né, retomadas o progresso da mina Pilar.
That will be returning alongside the progress of Pilar Mine.
Lembrando, né, que a mina fica muito próxima dentro do mesmo site onde tem a planta metalúrgica.
I'm a reminder that Pilar Mine is inside the metallurgical plant, so it's very close to the process.
E nós temos várias frentes dentro da mina onde já tem minério pronto para transportar e levar à planta.
And we already have, let's say, ready to use ore available for the operation.
Então, bastante material para alimentar a planta e considerando também o projeto Três Buracos.
We have quite a lot of material to start the plant and also the Trés Buracos project.
Nós conseguiremos utilizar a capacidade nominal da planta.
And we will be able to use the nominal capacity of the plant.
Eric, just trying to compliment Juliana here. This is just the initial phase of the project. We also have Maria Lázara. Maria Lázara is currently underwater, but it's just a matter of weeks in order to get it pumped out. And we also have Cayamar. That both Maria Lázara and Cayamar, they have a very similar methodology to be mined, right? That's why this is so exciting. We have so many places to take the ore from. As Juliana said, there's already ready-to-use ore that we can just get from Pilar Mine and get into the processing plant, while in parallel we work on the Trés Buracos project, which I don't know whether Jeremy or Richard has already said anything about that, but Trés Buracos is a very good open pit project. It's the cherry on top here, but there's also, we believe, there's a very huge potential underground as well. So let's see during our time here whether we could change Trés Buracos into an underground mine. But for the time being, we believe that there are open pits that are about 300,000 ounces ready for us to get into the processing plant. And again, Trés Buracos is very close to the processing plant as well. So it just looks fantastic.
Yeah. Well, exciting times.
Yeah, I've got to say, it's exciting times. I mean, we're just waiting for everything to come again here. We are recruiting staff. We are taking care of the maintenance, as Jury said. I mean, we are getting everything ready to produce in the next 3-4 months. And we can definitely say this is one of the most exciting projects I've ever been involved with.
I could definitely agree with that. And for the viewers, anybody who is thinking about, wanting to get more information about investing in this round for Pilar, for the pre-IPO shares, you can hit the link down below. And also keep in mind that one of the biggest pillars of Chancery royalty is the Pilar royalty. So the round for Chancery royalty is still open. So if you're interested in pre-IPO shares of a royalty company that is going to explode once it's public, you can hit that link as well. But Pilar is a very large part of that. So we're very excited about what's happening over there.
Yeah, I think one thing I've neglected to say and is that, it's not a small mine here. It's not one of these small mining companies that you see sending out all these mail shots all the time. I receive probably 20 or 30 a week. Here we've got 4.07 or nearly 4.1 million ounces of reserves at the moment. That's without further drilling. Basically, they're shallow holes, down to 100 meters, 120 meters. I think the deepest hole is 430. But yeah, the potential's here. And we need to take this forward, especially at this gold price, the way it is now.
Well, in the long term, it's only going one direction, Richard.
Yes, exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you. The other questions we get, I get quite a bit is, are there any other byproducts? Yeah, there is a byproduct. It's called silver, and it's in high demand at the moment. It's not a high percentage. It's probably about an average of about 10% of the gold production. But it's all money at the end of the day. Gold and silver are in high demand at the moment. It's not paper; it's physical here. So that's the main one.
Absolutely, 100% agree. Well, I want to thank you guys for taking some time out of your day and standing out in the hot sun and talking to me and some of our viewers. Is there anything else that you guys want to add before we wrap it up?
I don't think so today. I think in the next week or so there'll be an announcement going out, which is very favourable to a lot of people, and I think it'll be an excellent announcement. I can't say any more than that. So yeah, keep our fingers crossed, and then I'll be back here not next week, but the following week, and I'll do a flyover with a drone and see if we can get Juliana and her team to do some underground video.
Yeah, and Eric, just let me add on top of that that our plans for listing the company there is still in place. We're just waiting for production to start to kick in, so we can share with the market our value.
Absolutely. And the gold is kind of basing now, around the 4,500, 4,700 level, and in time it's only going to go up. We know it's only going one direction in the long term, so it bodes well. It bodes well for all of us. And again, for anybody who's still tuned in and you want a little more information, the links are down below in the description, both for Pilar Gold and for Chancery Royalty. We do have rounds of financing right now that are open, so you can get some information and decide if it's something that you'd like to invest in. And on that note, I want to thank you again, Enrique and Richard, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Please thank Juliana and Yuri as well. For today, that is it. Old Gold is out. We will see you again next week. Thanks for joining, and have a great week, everybody.